morning everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. So I think today's vlog is going to be a daily vlog, just a day in the life. I'm going to go to the garage and do an upper body workout. I started getting back into weights and using weights for my workouts, so I thought I would take you guys along with me on a workout. But before I go, I'll quickly show you guys my outfit and what I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing this jumper and leggings from a brand called Another Version. I really like both pieces. The jumper's really good quality, like really soft, and I like the zip as well. And then these leggings, oh my gosh, I need to go buy more because they fit incredibly. They're so stretchy and they proper hug your body. Yeah, they're super comfortable. I'm not going to work out in the jumper, obviously. I've got a crop top underneath, but I just want to show you guys this outfit. So yeah, let's go work out.
Tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had afforded just like a void, but you.
Okay guys, so I am just heading out for a meeting. I've got a meeting with my accountant, so I'm in a rush. I'm wearing this dress from Veach Stores. It's just like a knitted dress. I wanted to wear something kind of like smart casual, and then I just popped on these little boots as well. And I've got my bag, which has got like my laptop, all of my stuff like that. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when I am back home. Bye. So I'm now back home from meeting my accountant, but because it's officially June and the weather is actually looking good, I'm going to do my wardrobe switchover. I'm going to remove all of my wintry spring items and I'm going to replace it with my summer stuff, because now I keep going into the other bedroom to get all of my clothes. So I'm just going to bring all that summer stuff in here. I'm wearing this jumpsuit today just because it's so comfy, but my belly's so bloated at the moment, and I've just eaten a bunch of fruit. And I don't know if anyone else is like this, but whenever I eat fruit, my stomach just expands, especially when I eat apples. Apples are like the worst thing for me. So yeah, if you see a bloated belly, then that's why. Okay, so this is my wardrobe situation right now. So I've got all of my handbags at the top, and that's how I like it, because I like to have my handbags on display. I might move that around a bit, I don't know, I might change it. And then here I just have all of my knitwear, and on this side I have all of my blazers. I've got leather jackets. Unless we get another cold month, I probably won't need like my leather jackets, so I'm going to move them to the other room. I'll keep a few of my more colourful spring summer blazers, but the majority of them are going to be going next door. That pile of clothes there is for a collab I'm doing with H&M. I had some friends around the other day, so I had to hide them, so I just hid all my stuff in here. These are all of my shoes. I'm not loving the shoe arrangement right now, because one side of the shoe organizer is hidden behind all of the longer knitwear and jackets, so I need to sort that out. This is what I'm starting off with, and this is what my other wardrobe is looking like. Just a complete and utter mess. Just like loads of stuff everywhere. Nothing is really organised. It's like an organised mess. I'm going to start off by removing all of my summer stuff onto my clothing rail. So I'm going to pop all of my summer stuff on that rail, and then organise it, clear it. If there's stuff that I want to get rid of it. And then I can move all of my knitwear into this wardrobe.
I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me.
This is what my main wardrobe is looking like. I've got rid of all of the knitwear, and then on this side I have kept a few blazers, my denim jacket, and then I'll just keep these skirts and trousers. I'll just keep these skirts and trousers over here. The next thing I'll be doing is I'm going to start bringing in all of this stuff from this rail into the other room, and yeah, bringing that in there and organising it in there.
Be free. Be free with me. Be free. Not looking back. Eyes on the freeway. Bonnie and Clyde. A classic cliche. We're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out.
I am so tired from organising stuff, but I thought I would do a quick little PR haul, show you guys one package that I got. By the way, how cute is this little denim bag from H&M? This is part of a new collection that came out today, which is Tuesday. I think this video is going to go live tomorrow. So I received a little package from Bare Minerals, and so I'll show you guys a couple of bits which I got from them. So I got their original foundation, which I used to wear this when I was younger. This is probably one of the first higher end foundations that I've ever tried, and then they gave it to me with the brush, so it's really good to have the brush that's actually made for it, because I don't know what I used to use with it, but it wasn't the right stuff. So yeah, they gave me the foundation, and I got the shade Golden Dark 25, and then I also got the mineral concealer, which just looks like that. What else? And then I got the Strength and Length Serum Infused Mascara. I've got quite a few mascaras that I've got in PR, so I won't open this one because I won't be using it yet. And then I got their Skin Loving Long Life Herb Serum. Ooh. I wonder what this does. Full strength and resilience, free of visible signs of aging. Okay. So yeah, this is just a sample of the serum. It's good actually because I'm after a new serum, and so I'll probably use this one tonight. And the last thing which I got was the Hydra Smoothing Lipstick in the colour Insight. So yeah, this is quite a nice nude colour. I feel like it would actually work on me. Yeah, I feel like that would actually work on my complexion. Interesting. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to try this, to try these products. I have not used Bare Mineral products for such a long time, so yeah. So I've got quite far when it comes to the decluttering, but the last thing I want to do is my handbags. I have a lot of handbags, and I'm not going to be getting rid of. I don't know, there's one designer handbag I'm thinking about getting rid of, and 1 minute. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not really thinking about getting rid of it, but I don't know, I want to have a conversation about this. I have contemplated maybe getting rid of this bag. I don't know. I got it for such a good price, and I always say that, so I feel like it's almost not even worth getting rid of it, because I don't know, it's just not even worth getting rid of it. But I haven't been using it. But every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my god, I could never get rid of you. But yeah, I've kind of contemplated getting rid of it, just because I just don't use it. I'm going to make the effort to use it, because what puts me off using it in autumn winter is that it's raining, but because this is like a cloth material, I don't want to use this type of bag in that environment. So yeah, I'm not going to get rid of it, I don't think I will. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to try and get rid of some of my non-branded bags, because I have a lot, and to be honest, I do tend to wear my branded bags a lot more. I'm going to file away these Bare Minerals products, and then I will come back and declutter some handbags. Okay, so the only bag that I'm actually getting rid of is this little basket bag, and that's just because I don't see myself using it. I think it's because it's got black and it's rattan. I feel like I just wouldn't use it, and it's so small, so I'm just going to give it to charity and hopefully someone will like it, because it is still really stylish. But it's been sat in my shelf for like a year and I haven't used it. And I mean, I would possibly use it in the future, but I don't know. I would probably reach for another bag before I reach for this one. We are finally done. I feel like this wardrobe switchover hasn't taken me that long. I don't know, I started at 2. 5 hours. 5 hours isn't too long, because usually it is like a whole day job. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys what I've done. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. So it still does look a little bit, it's really full. I have loads of clothes, there's no denying that. So I popped all of my long dresses here. So I got plenty of space for them. I made sure I removed the other shoe rack that would have gone here, just because I don't like the way that the clothes hide. I don't like the way that the clothes hide the shoe rack. Last time it kind of bugged me a little bit, and it's just annoying to live with. So yeah, I have changed that. So I've got all of my dresses here, my favourite dresses. Yeah, I've got all of my dresses here. I've got some more that just back onto here, and then because I've got the tall shoe rack, I've popped all of my tops, shirts, all that kind of thing over here. I seem to have a lot of white shirts and white dresses. I have a little bit of a white dress obsession. And then here I have my one denim skirt. I used to love denim skirts, but I just kind of got over them. I don't think they're very flattering on me. And then I have my one pair of denim shorts. I tried on a pair from ASOS a while back that I nearly ended up keeping, but I don't know, they were a bit tight on my thighs. And then I've just got some other like trousers and all that kind of thing back there. I am going to do a video all about denim shorts. I'm going to do a video all about denim shorts and do like a try on. But these ones are from Zara. And then along the top, I've just got all of my handbags, like so. And then when you go into the other room, so here I have 2 bags of charity shop stuff. I'm giving all the stuff that I don't want, or I've kept through like multiple wardrobe switchovers and declutters, and I just haven't worn them. And to be honest, I just need to get a grip and get rid of them. So a lot of the stuff here I would have actually kept, but yeah, I just need to get rid of it. I don't need extra stuff. I'm always trying new stuff because of, you know, what I do on the internet. I'm always trying new stuff, so it's not like I even need to keep it. So this is what this wardrobe is looking like. So over here I have all of my long jackets, trench coats. Over here I've got a couple of my puffer coats as well still out, just because where I live it's like sometimes you just need a puffer coat. So yeah. And then I have all of my knitwear just here, my knit vest that I will still wear here and there, because you know, England, the weather is not that great, so I might need to still wear them, and like cardigans, you know, when it gets cold on an evening. So I've kept it out. And then I've got all of my blazers here. I'm actually going to move my white blazer back in there. I don't know why it's here. And then all of like my faux leather jackets, because I find that I just cannot wear faux leather or real leather in summer. I've just popped some documents at the bottom, like that I need easy access to. Then there's another container full of like towels and stuff. We will eventually like have a shelf where we can do that, pop all the stuff there, but for now that works. And then here I have my surplus beauty items, so extra stuff that gets sent in PR. It's like a little shop for me, so if I run out of a moisturizer, or I run out of a face cream, I run out of a serum, I don't know, shampoo, all that kind of thing. If I run out of shampoo, all that kind of thing, I will come here and shop my own stash. And then I've kept this area empty just because. So yeah, that is my wardrobe switchover. I'm going to try and convince Jack to get a takeaway tonight, because I'm absolutely starving and I literally have not eaten anything. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.
2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep 'cause I'm not tired.
Okay guys, so I said I would come out and talk to you guys and just have a really open and honest chat about something that I wanted to come outside and talk to you guys about. Something that I have really wanted to talk about for a while, but I haven't had the courage, or I just haven't wanted to, and I feel like I'm not being honest, or I feel like I'm not being authentic, and I'm definitely one of those people. That you know, really prides himself on being real and authentic to myself, and I just feel like the more I keep going, the more it's just like annoying me, and I just feel like I'm not being real. So I'm going to be talking about my you know, my situation in terms of where I am now. So in this vlog I talked about going and meeting my accountant and you know, all that kind of thing, and you might be like, why would you meet your accountant? Like, why are you doing that? If you were subscribed to me when I had like 15,000 and below, I would say, then you'll know that I got a job last year, and so for new subscribers, you might be a bit confused because I've actually taken down that video. I took it down late last year because it was painful to watch. I made a video talking about how I had started a new job, and I was so excited to start my new job, and all that kind of thing, and I was going to be essentially doing what I do for myself on Instagram. So what I've been doing on Instagram for like 2 years, but I was doing it for a brand, and I was so super excited to do that and to have that opportunity, and you know, to even be able to get a job during the pandemic. It was like a bit of a struggle to get to that situation, and I am always going to be forever grateful for that opportunity, because it led me to where I am now, and it allowed me to, you know, it opened up opportunities for me which would have been very hard if I didn't have that job. But where it kind of changed for me was pretty much instantly, which is awful to say. Oh my god, the sun is like on my face. It's such a sunny day, really beautiful day, but ooh, I am hot. I'm probably going to struggle with eye contact, and I will be looking around. It's just a natural thing to do when you're talking about something that's not comfortable. So yeah, so I started at that job last year, and within a month of being there, I pretty much instantly knew that this job was not going to be the one for me. It just was not, and there were so many different factors as to why it was not going to be the right company, the right team, the right people, just not the right thing for me. And that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about, because I mean, I could have just come on here and said, oh, I'm not working there anymore, I'm doing something different, and that would have been it. But actually what really helped me during difficult times last year was watching videos about people talking about their careers and the ups and downs of it, and kind of their coping mechanisms and all that kind of thing. So that is what this video is all about, because I know there might be somebody on my channel today watching who's going through a similar situation as I have, and they just need to hear one person talk about it, just to be able to relate to somebody, just to be able to feel like they're talking to somebody, or someone who just gets them. So without beating around the bush, I always use these terms, I actually don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The reason why I knew it wasn't going to be the right job for me, there were several reasons, but one of the biggest reasons, and you know, the biggest reason why people end up leaving jobs that they like, or they feel like they could stay for longer, it tends to be like the team. I had a manager who certain people in the team were very controlling and made it very hard. An email, for instance, an email that would take 5 minutes to write and send, I would be shaking and worried and all that kind of thing. worried about sending a 5-minute email. It would take me half an hour. Everything took ages because I was so worried, and honestly there were certain situations where I was scared. The work environment generally was very, very hostile. It was not a happy place of work for me, and that's essentially where I left. And usually if I have an issue with management or anything like that, then I'll have like friends or whatever that I've made through the job that I, you know, will stay around just because I really, really enjoy being around certain colleagues. And again, I unfortunately didn't really have that. There was 3 of us in the team, so it was quite a small team, and the other people who worked there were already quite close. It was 2 other people. They were already really, really close, and it was a very, very cliquey work environment, and very, very cliquey, and you wouldn't expect it from people who were like their age. I spent much of my time when I was at that job eating my lunch in the car park on my own, because I felt so uncomfortable being at that job, and I could go into a lot more reasons why I didn't enjoy the job, but I kind of feel bad putting people on blast. Or I could tell you so many different like crazy situations or funny situations, and you just think, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this happened, or I can't believe that happened. I felt like I could never be authentic myself. My manager actually said to me, oh, you're quite shy, aren't you? And I was like, oh my gosh, that just shows how much she doesn't know me, because if you knew me, you would know that I'm such a chatty person. I'm so chatty. The whole time I was there, I was probably such a quiet, timid, introverted person. I felt like I could never really show my personality. There were situations where like I would say something to my colleagues and they'd go back and tell my manager, and so I could never ever talk to them about anything or any concerns. So, you know, and it was funny because we used to have like these weekly meetings, and like every Wednesday we'd go in and like speak to the manager, and she'd like, you know, it would be an hour slot, and we'd speak to the manager, tell her like what projects we're working on and blah blah blah. That was kind of like what it was meant for, and it hardly ever was that. For the majority of the time it was like an hour minimum, but usually she would run over 2 hours of just being grilled at. You haven't done that, you haven't done this, how come you haven't done this, how come you haven't done that, and just being treated like you are a child, like you don't know what you're talking about, like your opinion doesn't matter. It was awful. It felt like you were being you were shouted at or spoken to in a way where you were so like, whoa, in front of people. You were embarrassed in front of me. I think what it is that I actually struggled with talking to people about it, because I feel like a lot of people just roll their eyes when you tell people, oh, and when people ask you, oh, how's your job going, and you're like, I hate my job. It's really hard to say, and a lot of people just roll their eyes and they're like, oh, you're just another one of those people that hates their job. So I felt like I couldn't speak about it at all, which I think was what really made my anxiety just so bad. I have never ever suffered with anxiety. There were certain situations where I feel anxious and all that kind of thing. I had the worst panic attacks, the worst anxiety. It affected me mentally and it affected me physically, like in my actual body, and I couldn't believe that this job was doing this to me. I could not sleep. So the whole time I worked there, I would literally get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning every single day, and the amount of times I would be driving to my job and crying because I did not want to be there, and I'd get there, wipe my tears, go in. I would try to spend as little time as I could in the office, just because you know, I didn't want to be there. It was a very hostile environment, so I would just sit in my car for my full hour, you know, for my hour break, which was always looked down upon. They didn't like us taking our break, but they were unpaid breaks. So I was like, well, if I'm not being paid to be there, then I don't really want to sit in the office. My anxiety was through the roof. The amount of panic attacks I had in that in the work toilets, it was unbelievable. I would constantly be like calling my doctors because I didn't know who to call, I didn't know who to speak to. I would call my doctors and I would literally be like, I'm having a panic attack, what do I do? I had stomach issues. I already have stomach issues, but your mind and your mind and stomach are connected. So well, mine are definitely. So I could never ever keep anything down. I was I felt physically ill, physically drained from not being able to sleep. So within about 2 months of being there, I started looking for new jobs. I was like, oh, I need to find a new job, but I was kind of doing half-hearted because I was like, you know, if it doesn't work out, I am gonna start doing YouTube full-time, YouTube and Instagram. And that's what kept me going, to be honest, is thinking that, okay, I never ever planned to do YouTube full-time. That was just not my idea, or and not to do it so soon. But you know, when you're in a desperate situation and you want to be out of a certain situation so desperately, you start looking at opportunities, you start finding new ideas and new things that you could do because you're just so desperate to get out of that situation. And I was worried about going into a new job because I felt really vulnerable anyway, because I had such a negative experience. I already felt quite vulnerable and I just didn't know whether I'd be able to handle working in another like office environment so soon. I literally, honestly, after that job, I felt raw, I felt vulnerable. I felt like I couldn't take criticism very well. I'm not sitting here to complain, but I'm just having a chat with you guys to tell you guys the situation. You might look at me and think, oh, you know, things are great with her and blah 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 blah. You don't know the half of it. I don't talk about so many different things on my YouTube channel, so many different things I just don't talk about because it's just, I can't let myself be that vulnerable, and I just won't allow myself to be that vulnerable online, because I'm not gonna let anybody, like, it's hard to be attacked by people who don't even know you or don't know the full situation. I've been through some really awful situations in life, and honestly, last year was pretty bad, just because I feel like I didn't have the support network that I needed. I tell you what got me through it, honestly, reading books, listening to Audible, massively, and watching like certain YouTube videos that just gave me escapism. All I craved for was escapism, and that's when I knew like things were just wrong. How can I just constantly be looking for escapism? I would watch YouTube videos of people's lives that looked perfect on the internet just because I was like, this gives me half an hour of not being me. I would listen to audiobooks just to kind of feel like I wasn't me for just like 20 minutes. A 20-minute drive that I was making to work, I would listen to an audiobook because it gave me 20 minutes of not being me. I haven't experienced that level of not wanting to be me for a long time. But honestly, the only thing that helped me cope during that time was finding things to escape my everyday life. Just because every day when I went to that job, I felt bullied, and I could not trust anybody, and I couldn't speak to anybody, I couldn't tell anybody how I felt. But also being at that job encouraged me to keep pushing with my social media stuff, with my YouTube stuff. It really did, because I knew that I wasn't strong enough to go into another work environment, like an office environment. I just wasn't. So I knew that I needed a time where I was just going to be self-employed and do that for a while. And so I built myself back up, and so it encouraged me to keep working hard on my YouTube and my Instagram. When I was at that job, I was honestly so busy. My weekends were full of filming editing. I would edit on the weekdays. I would edit when I would go on my car breaks, where I would just sit in my car for like an hour doing. I would edit then. There were times where it's like 11 p.m. and I'm falling asleep trying to edit a video, but I was like, I have got to do this. I cannot let this slip, because this is my route out. I cannot let it drop, because this is how I'm going to be able to get back to me and do that. Yeah, thankfully I can say now that YouTube and Instagram is my full-time job. This is what I'm doing, and I am so grateful that I'm not sure whether this is the job that I'm always going to do. I don't know. I might feel like actually I want to work within a team again, or you know, there are companies, you know, that are great, that really support people. My partner, he loves his job, he loves the industry that he's in, he loves what he does, you know. And family members, I have family members who enjoy their job, I have friends who enjoy their jobs. I know those kind of employers and workplaces exist. I just haven't found the right one. I don't know if I'll rule out ever going back and, you know, working for a company, but I feel right now I'm still in the stages of building myself, and I know how privileged I am to even have this. There's so many people who hate their jobs but have to stay there because they have a family, have to stay there because they don't have a side hustle that they've built enough to be able to do it full time. I know how lucky I am. And I also want to say that if any of you guys have any questions or anything, I've been doing this. So I filed my first tax return yesterday, so but I haven't been self-employed for that long, but because I was doing it alongside a job and all that kind of thing, I've actually been earning an income from it for a year now. So if you guys have got any questions or anything that you'd like to ask me regarding being an influencer, how to get into it, all the nitty-gritties, all that kind of thing, obviously don't ask me how much I earn, because obviously I'm not going to answer that. Like, who's going to answer that? You know, tell me how much you earn and I'll tell you where I am. Yeah, apart from those kind of questions, I can give you answers on rates and all that kind of thing. I can give you loads of insight on how I've dealt with it in the last year, and how I have, you know, even at the business side of it, there is so much business and work, like not work that you see, like there's a lot of work that goes behind it. And you know, I would love to talk to you guys about that. So if anybody has any questions regarding, you know, the business side of it, I had no clue how to go about it, and I have slowly learned, and I would just love to share that knowledge with anybody who wants to do it. I get questions about this kind of topic all the time, but I feel like I can kind of give you guys insight about this topic from a different perspective now, because now it's my actual job, and now that I am a lot more engrossed into the business side of it, I'd love to tell you guys more about it. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and watched me just cry and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna finish off my walk, I'm gonna go home, drink some water because I'm so thirsty. But yeah, I'm doing this full time now, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.